Hello, and welcome on in. Welcome on in, collective. Collective, do you want to kiss? All right. What is up? It's your girl Brown Sugar here to bring you a collective tarot message, which means when you enter this space, you better come knowing what you have going on and what is going on in your energy so that you, as a person who exists, can come through and effectively take what belongs to you and leave what does not to somebody that it does belong to. For, like I said, this is collective. It's also general as well. So we're going to get straight into things. Where I'm starting is the angel number deck. So I'm going to get a couple of angel numbers. We're going to see what the topic of the reading may be. And then we're going to get into a little bit of tarot to go with that. Then we're going to collect that spread up and do a blockage spread as well, because we are in the energy of the A8 portal. And if anybody is experiencing blockages, I want to be able to get that on the table, and we can talk about those things as well. And then a little bit of tarot on the blockages as well. And then if time permits, we may touch on that energy of love. But that's, you know what I'm saying, if time permits. Thank you for that thumbs up. Whoever that was that gave me that thumbs up, I appreciate you. How are you? I hope you're doing... Oh, it's Rachel, of course. You know, I hate to just assume it's Rachel, but that's who I just be hoping that it is. Hey, Rachel. I really love your hair like this. Thank you. Y'all convinced me to try it out. Because remember how last time I was laughing, I was like, oh no, this is not it. But then, like, when I was blow drying my hair, I was like, how about I just put them back in there and try it with a little style up, you know? Try something new. Because I was wearing the twist for the longest time, and I was getting tired of doing them again. So, yeah, I knew who it was. That immediate like. One person who comes in here and likes my live immediately is Rachel. That's why I'd be like, is that Rachel? You know? Thank you for coming through. Oh, snap, Divine Priestess. I was just thinking about you earlier. Thank you for the thumbs up. So Divine Priestess, that's Rachel, my moderator over here on YouTube. Oh, snap. She been locked in for the longest time. Oh, a lot of true love card came out. It's because Rachel, my true love. That's why. But Rachel Divine Priestess is actually one of the members who's a part of my tarot class. Okay. Intuitively, you already know. How are you on this beautiful day? Doing really good. I had an amazing meditation this morning. Oof. Everything about the meditation was just... it was amazing. But I was thinking about you earlier. And now, mind you, I'm calling you Divine Priestess because that's your name on TikTok. Some of my TikTok fam has actually been transferring over to my YouTube like I've requested them to. Some of them didn't, but that's fine. But the ones who supposed to come through, you know what I'm saying? The ones who ain't supposed to be here, they leave. Simple as that, you know? But yeah, I was thinking about how, like, I didn't do the Tarot Tuesday class because I was doing my hair, but I was like, sometime soon I do want to do a one-on-one with you, but I want the style of the class with that when I do the one-on-one with you, because you seem like the most serious one, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want, like, our one-on-one to be like 30 to 45 minutes of like you giving me a reading, and then we like deepen it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to do, and then, you know, vice versa. We can do that. But let's get into it, right? Because I said we're going to start with the little angel numbers. It's glad to see y'all up in here. You know what I'm saying? Right at the beginning of the live, okay? Now, mind you, those who are real supporters know that sometimes my connection kind of go to shit in the middle of everything. But, you know, if it do, the message still the message. So the ones who stick through them spotty moments, you know, I fuck with y'all for real. Anyone else, you're not here for the message. Like, I know I look good, but you're not here for the message, are you? Like, but heck yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Let me turn this fan on before I get hot. All right. Let's get a couple of let's see what angel numbers are significant to the collective at this time. For the collective. What angel numbers are significant to the collective at this time? Mind you, gratitude to the Most High, my lovely spirit team of angels, ancestors, and ascended masters. And for the people watching this back who want to know if I'm available for personal readings, I definitely am. You have to hit me at one of the ways that I have displayed below at this time, which is really you probably can get to me the quickest on Instagram, but you know, email as well. Well, sometimes it's for, sometimes I got to my, sometimes I'm meant to push the message out. I just do my job, period. Period. Rachel really showed me what a real supporter look like. Cause there's, you know, there's the friends, there's the family. But there came a time where I started to notice that my friends and my family was not my target audience, nor were they my actual supporters. Like, people do what they can, but a supporter's gonna show you they support you. You feel me? Okay, so 555 is on the bottom talking about change. It could have a, ooh, this fan a little bit too high. A little chill going. I just learned that, like, what, that your friends and family aren't your target audience and stuff. Yeah, a lot of them will actually present themselves as enemies. Yeah. Yay! But you know, it wouldn't be a challenge if it wasn't them. You know, that's what you got to think about. So change talks about encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. So that one, mind you, I shouldn't have turned it up that high because now I'm cold. Okay, so this one, the thicker definition says you're going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why that you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line, which is so true. Period. Now let's look at the ones that actually came out. What the heck? So 0330. That one was actually reversed. It says lucky shirt. Lucky shirt? What the heck? Mind you, I just gardened before this, so it's like it's not the best time to be confused about what this means. Lucky shirt. Okay, so love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others, progress, and creativity. So another card that talks about creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Okay. Lucky shirt. Weird. Well, it's a reverse, so it could be an unlucky shirt. That's facts. It was reverse. That there you go. Because unlucky shirt. Okay. So if you were looking at it if you were looking at it the other way around, maybe somebody has an unlucky shirt around, by the meaning like not necessarily, which is weird because it is still 0330 upside down. So that's one thing to think about. But also like somebody or an energy in your life could be like an unlucky shirt. Maybe because this person doesn't have optimism, or this energy doesn't present the energy of optimism, or somebody you can't transfer responsibility onto. Oh, you know, that's very significant. That's very significant. Because at this time, you could be like dishing out responsibility or like who can handle what in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I also been having a little bit of that energy too. Like thinking about like, okay, so if I needed you, are you going to be there with people in my life? And this is how we weed out those unlucky shirts, I suppose. Like by thinking deep, like, you know, if I really needed this person, would this person be there for me in the way that I needed them for real? based off of how they acting right now, what is that telling me? You know what I'm saying? So there could be somebody or something in your energy that you feel is causing you some unluck based off of action, I suppose. And then we also have this here 2020, which is it's weird because we also have compassion here. So things holding negative energy. Yes, for real. Things holding negative energy, but mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, and renewal. Now, let me tell you what I get immediately, right? Well, I put in a little bit of my business in the street, not too much of it, but I like to be the example, right? So it's kind of like the energy here recently, like I was generous with someone. But sometimes at this time, I feel as if my selfless act had been turned into a selfish act. Now, let's just use the example of money. If I can selflessly give you the last bit of my money, but when I'm expecting it back, it's almost as if the energy of, whereas when somebody asks you for something, like imagine, you know what I'm saying, this is how you gonna know who this person is. If somebody asks you for something and you give it to them willingly and it's your last, but when you need it back, you're being rain checked, you know what I'm saying, and then turn around, they're not giving it back to you because of this, and this going on in their life. When they needed it, none of your issues, you know what I'm saying, none of your issues was priority when this person needed it, so you gave your last. But this person doesn't prioritize giving it back to you. They may prioritize all of their other issues, and out of fear is why they're holding back from giving it back to you. Like, that's what I'm getting with this unlucky shirt plus this compassion. Because somebody here doesn't want to necessarily hold it against this person that they have all of these things. You know what I'm saying? And this is why they can't give you back the energy that you gave them. But at the same time, somebody here has to learn that giving to their detriment is a no-no. Maybe we learn, don't give this person your last no more, because you can't trust that they'll give it back to you without thinking about all of their other needs. And that's not to put a person down, but that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of y'all may want to have compassion for this energy. All right, but don't like overdraw or overgive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you and whatever this unlucky shirt energy may be, or whoever it may be, if this person can't respect, you know what I'm saying, all the compassion you're giving them and where you're coming from when you're being selfish or selfless, and they can't do the same thing back, that's just something to consider when it comes to future energy. Because the thing about it is, the way I like to think about things is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So when you think about the fact that instead of selflessly giving back, somebody is willing to put all of their needs first, when that's not the mindset that you have, when you gave to them selflessly, it's just like for the foundation you're building, is that something that you want frequently in your life at this time? For me, I'm thinking no. Okay, for me, no. But the thing about it is, I'm willing to cut anybody off for my future, but there's still compassion in me, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to have a conversation with this person where we discuss exactly that, and how the compassion is not really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I give somebody an inch, we're not gonna be taking them out. Give it back. Like, and it just is what it is when it comes to that, okay? So if any of that resonate, you know what I'm saying, this next little chunk of reading, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. We have to separate ourselves. Exactly. Because, like, I ain't gonna keep I ain't gonna keep doing that now. Because the thing about it is, I give out of selflessness. And if you're not gonna match that energy, because of your energy of lack, how are we gonna grow? You expect me to want to grow a connection when I can't even, you know what I'm saying? When I'm the only one with the energy with the wealth energy. Wealth energy is knowing you're going to receive it back regardless. which is why I give so freely. I know who I'm connected to. I know that as long as I'm giving out a good, like, you know what I'm saying, a good place in my heart, as long as I'm giving to help, the Most High's gonna make sure I see it back. But it's like when people can't see that, there's like, they could, it's just, they have the potential to be your unlucky shirt. They have the potential to end up dragging you down. So there could need to be, if this is a person or if this is an energy you want to continue, you know what I'm saying, further with, a lot of clear communication might be helpful towards that situation. And this is before we even get to the tarot, okay? It's a leak in the boat. Yeah, like I don't know if I can do that. And the thing about it is, it's not that I don't like to have these specific people around, but it's that I care about my path and the success that it's the fact that I care about my part in it. If I can help my success, I'm gonna help. And if the way to help is to cut your ass off, you're gone. You're gone. If my ancestors have to bring it up to me, and they did, you're gone. You're gone. Either we comply and we get things together and we get your mindset right, or you're gone, bro. Like, I'm sorry. All right, now let's get into a little bit of tarot to go with these angel numbers to see what's significant here for whoever needs to hear it, right? All right, Most High, angels, ancestors, and ascended masters for the collective. With this energy here, what's significant? Sideways energy. Firstly, we got wealth on the bottom. I told y'all, somebody here literally carries around the energy of wealth. 10 of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I have. That's why I can give my last to someone so confidently. I'm telling you, I've always been a giver. It doesn't hurt me to give because I know I'm going to get it back. But what hurts me is when somebody is not really going to get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what hurts me is like people with putting their own constraints on their mind. Like, you know, you don't got to think that way, right? Double tap for the like, show some love. Let's get the message out. Gratitude, Rachel. Facts. Double tap for the like. 5 of Wands sideways. So 5 of Wands is a conflict. Yes. So it's given just like, you know, the unlucky shirt, which let me put it reverse because that's how it came out, right? The unlucky shirt energy with the 0330 and then the compassion energy with the 2020. It's almost giving hindsight being 2020, firstly. Okay, and why did I say it's so dang country? Hindsight. It's something about hindsight being 2020. But with the 5 of Wands sideways, it gives the energy of an impending conflict that doesn't necessarily have to be a conflict. It's giving like there could be a conflict, there could not be a conflict because it's not coming out reverse and it's not coming out upright. You know what I'm saying? This could be the energy of possibly mind and heart conflicting because it's giving that there may not even be a conflict with confronting whoever it is that is your unlucky shirt energy or whatever it is. It might not be as big of a thing as maybe you're thinking that it is. It may not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may not be as bad. I don't know. Why is the 5 of Wands coming out sideways for the collective at this time? Oh, somebody is letting their mind spiral. Okay, so this is me. Look, when I told y'all I was gonna put a piece of my business out there, I didn't think that they was gonna put me. They always do me like that though, and I'm talking about my spirit team. Like, okay, cause let me tell you, you know how like you rehearse you a script. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because maybe you're feeling like there's going to be some sort of impending argument. So it's given, the guards are trying to say what they've been trying to tell me already intuitively. Like, it's not going to be like, don't spiral. You're spiraling. Somebody here could be spiraling. They definitely do you like that. Yes, they really do. Now it's funny because I kept eyeing the High Priestess that's sitting on the top of this deck. And then the fact that the High Priestess gonna come out of this deck and then gonna have the nerve to come out reversed. Because let me tell you, that's what I be doing sometimes. And it's like, I don't know if it's just a human thing or if it's a female thing, but all I know is like when I feel like I have a tough conversation coming up, I be trying to rehearse my points, my talking points. I be trying to have it together the same way that if I am made to be the one speaking at the drive-through order, I make everybody tell me ahead of time what we're getting because I need to know what to say. I was a theater kid. I went by a script. I need the script before I show up, okay? So somebody here could not need to worry themselves, and this is for me too. Trust, okay? Like, no need to worry. Yes, I make them text it to me for real, for real. Yes, for real. Especially when I be going alone too. When they send me to the store, I'm in my notes app. Did you want sauce? Barbecue. Like, I'm so serious. And what's up to y'all that's stopping through? It's your girl Brown Sugar. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a tarot message. Okay, right now we're talking about conflicting heart and mind energy. All right, and if you're watching this back and you want to be a part of the live, just turn your post notifications on and come through. You know what I'm saying? We get it busting. Okay. Hell yeah. All right, what else here? Why not High Priestess in reverse? Five of Earth. Oh, it's the surrounding. It's looking at the surroundings. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the energy of it could be the energy of lack here. Okay. Five of Pentacles energy gives me the energy of not having the things that you want. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could be, you know, doing a little much because of that. All right. Why what else here? Cups talks about an offer or an apology. It's like if this person is causing you lack energy and causing you to spiral, there could be some sort. If you communicated with this person, place or thing or whatever, it's getting you may get an apology or a new offer or something like that. But man, I be cooking up a storm sometimes. I'm like, no, we got that. Ooh, I felt that. You do be cooking. You do be cooking, Rachel. Oh, snap. Yes. Okay, so it's given like somebody may be like spiraling because of how things look. That's a normal thing, yo. All right, it really is. And thank you, Rachel. Gratitude. Double tap for the like. Let's get the message out. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. But with the Four of Pentacles, with the Patience card or the Temperance in another deck, but this deck is Patience. It's given that like somebody is waiting on their foundation to come in slowly. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to rush. It's given that song by Leon Thomas where he like, take your time. What's the rush? Baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. So it's given that like the stable energy is coming in for someone, but somebody is seeing like a lot of what's around them as lack. But at the same time, when you don't have the things that you want, make sure that you're counting and being grateful and having gratitude that you still have the things that you need. You know what I'm saying? You could not have all of the riches in the world right now, but you should be grateful that you ate. You know what I'm saying? You should be grateful that you had rest and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That you have certain resources that others don't have. Okay? Because one thing I like to remind y'all of, the most I give, but the most I do take away. And so if you out of spite or out of worry or worrying about all the things you don't have and you skip over the things that you do have, the most I will take those things away since you don't see them, right? You feel me? All right, let me get one more and then we're going to go into the blockage spread after this. All right. Last card or last little piece of the spread. Eight of Cups reverse. Now I gotta pull one more, because why is reverse? Why is the Eight of Cups reverse here? Now the High Priestess is also reverse, and the Lucky Shirt is reverse. And so I'm trying to see how this is playing into If you don't make a choice will be made for you. It's giving that, ooh, yeah. It's giving that kind of energy. We got Empress energy. It's almost giving, if you don't choose to be even cute, you know what I'm saying? If you don't choose to be in your creative energy, if you don't choose to make certain choices, the choices will be made for you. So if you choose not to leave something behind, the choice will be made for you. Or something like that. Right. Okay, period. All right, let's get into the next spread, talking about a blockage. So the spread, or the, hold on, let me put this one away. The unlucky shirt gets put away. Oop. Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. I appreciate you so much. And if you're watching this back and you gave it a thumbs up, thank you for the thumbs up too. Okay. So we do also have an emotional energy here. Oh, snap. I didn't mean to grab all of these. I meant to just grab these two. 5 of Cups energy talks about the ebb and flow of emotions. You know what I'm saying? With the new start here, you know what I'm saying? With the full energy, since somebody is about to start at 0, it's given like, it's a very emotional, like if you're entering this 8-8 portal, as we have been saying as of recent, that the 8-8 portal is open. If you're entering in, it's given it was a very emotional transition. But it was a good idea for the wealth that you want to manifest, you know, to come. Somebody here is manifesting a wealth energy, and it's just very much giving that it's an emotional transition. Can I ask next in English, please? What's coming towards me in love? Oh, this is not a personal. These are not personal readings. These are collective. If you're doing, I am available for personals. You have to hit me either at my Instagram or my email. Link down below. All right, so let's get into the blockages. Why don't we? Because wealth energy is presented, but it's like sometimes we get in our own ways, which is why I like to talk about the blockages. Because it just gets it out on the table. Everybody got blockages. Everybody got things that we could fix. You feel me? Cinderella for personal read. See down below. Oh, facts. Facts. Thank you, Rachel. Gratitude, Rachel. Alright, so I have the Singles and Relationship Oracle deck. Really, it's called the What's Blocking You relationship and single and relationship oracle deck. So these could be blockages if you're single or blockages if you are in a relationship, okay? And if time permits, we will move into the energy of love following this. I just do my job. Yeah, of course, pay money. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I bet you wish you could do it as a job too, huh? And a hush fell over the room. All right. Thank you, Most High, angels, and lovely ancestors. Let's talk about some blockages for the collective. Let's talk about what needs to be highlighted in order to move forward towards the highest paths. For the lovely collective at this time, what blockages need highlighting? Do you want me to time them out? You just say so. Oh, I mean, sure, you can. You know, we can let them bump it now. We can let them bump it. Some people just like to hear themselves talk or watch themselves type, rather. So we have not being you as the first blockage out. Not being you. You are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. And then on the bottom, we have love sucks. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so that you can be open again. Yup, watch them push out the message. Yup. Heck yeah. That's one of my favorite things to do. Just let them bump. Because really it pushes my message out into the algorithm a little more. You feel me? You're so beautiful. Gratitude. I appreciate you. All right. Any more blockages for the collective at this time? Any more blockages for the collective at this time? That's a lot of blockages. So we got confusion on the bottom. Thank you for that thumbs up, lovely. Confusion says you don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. Mind you, as this is tarot, you take what resonates and you leave what does not. So need rescuing is here as well. Need rescuing says you are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So somebody could need to go outside. This is kind of like one of my favorite readers was just saying, like, some of us just want love to come knock on the door, and that's not gonna happen. Like, you gotta go outside. Somebody here might be waiting on love or the energy that they're looking for to just knock on their door, when really you got to go out and look for it, you know? And then we also have being cold here. Being cold. So being cold says you seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. Thank you for the thumbs up. Someone could need to be more friendly, you know? Maybe here somebody is being unfriendly out of protection of their heart space when you don't necessarily have to be unfriendly. Okay, because it's given someone may be friendly at heart. Okay, but somebody here is also not being themselves, might be being a little bit cold as a result of something that happened in their heart. Getting crumbs. Somebody could have been breadcrumbed as of recent. You deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the one who adores you. That's giving. And mind you, this could be talking about the energy of people. This could also be talking about the energy of a job as well, or something like that. Indecision. I felt that. Indecision is something I struggle with a lot. So indecision says you are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. And to that I say I have been exploring the energy of giving yourself room to F up, so that you don't keep failing your own expectations. Like, somebody here may need to give themselves grace and give themselves room to mess up a little, so that there's a little wiggle room, so that if you do mess up, you know what I'm saying, you're not sitting here beating yourself up. We knew this could have happened. We knew we could have won, but we could have lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, what good is it to go in and be like, I can't lose? But it's like, if you're new at it, maybe you can. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, sometimes we win and we lose, you know? That could be very significant. And then we have too passive. This one was also on the bottom at the start, not gonna lie. Take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion ignited. Somebody could need to take initiative instead of being passive about the way that they feel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time to be a little bold with it, okay? Facts. Right. Just to do, you can say anything you want to me and Rachel, like Rachel said, but leave everybody else out of it before you get put in timeout. Like the bad person you are. And then we have too busy. Too busy on the bottom, or being the last energy out here, says you use being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. Somebody could act too busy, too passive, indecision, getting crumbs, being cold. need rescuing, and not being you. So if any of these blockages is not really something that you deal with, this next chunk is not going to be for you. You know what I'm saying? But if any of this you do deal with, this, what we about to talk about, may help you. Okay? Alright, so we got the High Priestess on the bottom. As we already know, letting me know that somebody here is very aware, very intuitive. So you could already know, you know what I'm saying? All of these things are present, or some of these things are present in your life, and you've been wanting to change these things. Now could just be the time to do so. We also have Eight of Pentacles. When I split, talking about the mastery of a craft, that kind of energy. So somebody here could have studied up on something or something like that. It's giving the best in the room. When I see the Eight of Pentacles, I usually think about you know, the person in the room that everybody else call on because they know they're gonna do it the best. Okay. This could be significant as to why these things are being highlighted, because if you want to succeed and get even to the Ten of Pentacles energy, or the King of Pentacles energy, or Queen of Pentacles energy, it's almost as if you're going to need left. It left me. What's significant about the blockages here for the lovely collective at this time? The Hanged Man is on the bottom. Talking about a forced wait. Somebody is being forced to wait. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Ace of Wands followed by the Ace of Swords, it's almost as if somebody has always known this idea or this thing or this energy that they're waiting for was always going to be theirs, right? It's almost as if, like, if you're saving for a car, you know what I'm saying, and you decided to get a job so that you could buy the car. You always knew you was going to get the car. You had the bright idea to get the job, so you're going to get the car. You know what I'm saying? You always knew at the end of the process you would end up behind the wheel. You feel me? That's giving the energy here with the Hanged Man, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, with the Wheel of Fortune. You always knew this thing was this true. This thing was always spoken over your life. Whatever path decision that somebody here is making, whatever forced wait, you know what I'm saying, it's giving you always knew it was going to happen. Such as, I knew last year that if I read and I practice tarot every single day, I'm going to be able to give accurate readings. So I waited and I showed up. I practiced it so that I made it true for myself. And that's what happened. That's what the reality is. You feel me? It's giving very much that. It's giving somebody realize that whatever it is they're waiting for, it was always going to happen. You know? Based on the action that they put in and the truth that they spoke behind it. All right. So what's significant about the blockages here? So we're going to be talking about, I feel like, what's in the way of whatever idea that somebody is waiting on. Why is the forced wait being made longer? Princess of Cups or the Page of Cups talks about some sort of offer or some sort of apology or something like that. Why is the Princess of Cups here? What's the significance? The Wheel of Fortune. Number 10. All right. Princess of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune for the collective. Magician. The Magician sideways, though. The Magician sideways. So somebody may have taken an offer that wasn't conducive to the Wheel of Fortune moving in their favor. Because we have the Magician here. Somebody does have the magic wand. We talk about the Ace of Wands. Okay, he literally holding it up in the air. But it's almost as if whatever the Magician swung his wand towards, it wasn't conducive to the Wheel of Fortune spinning in their favor. Whatever offer or apology was accepted here was kind of sideways. It was something sort of out of character or something like that. For example, like, do I want to talk about that? I've been you know, I've been talking about how I left behind my nicotine addiction, but I still been hitting it here and there. You know what I'm saying? When I see myself, I be asking to hit it and stuff like that. It's sort of like the energy of that. This offer that the magician has taken is not conducive to the future energy that the magician. It's almost as if whatever got spoke got done against. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, I don't do anything no more, and then I keep sneaking hits. I hate being the example. I love it, but at the same time, it's like, dang, you know? And it's almost as if you keep acting against whatever it is that you spoke over your life, it's going to cause things to slow down. It's going to cause things not to happen. And then you're going to end up in these energies of where you're being cold towards people, or you may be upset, you know what I'm saying, at the results you're getting from other people, where you may start to go and start getting out of character, you know what I'm saying, because of the actions that you took here, something like that. Okay, so something like that. Okay, could be significant here. And then we got the Five of Swords here with the King of Swords. Ooh, that's tea. That's tea. That's definitely tea. So, King of Swords with the Justice. It's like two, I think all three of these are Libra cards. All of it's air. All of it's swords. Okay, so we got Justice here. We got the King of Swords here. And then we got Five of Swords here. Five of Swords talks about conflict. So it's like if the King of Swords is fair, if the King of Swords is being just, why is the King of Swords saying one thing and doing another? It's giving judgment. At this time, somebody here is being judged on what they said they was going to do versus what they actually step out there and do. And the Most High want to see if you was for real about whatever it is that you said. Oops. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you know, it is what it is. Some people, you know, just take it how it resonates to you. I ain't gonna say. No, babe, I did it cold turkey. It was easy because the Most High told me it was time to stop. That part. And that part. What else here? Six of Cups. We got the Six of Cups energy here, talking about the energy of reminiscing. Somebody here could be reminiscing on past energy, which is why somebody here might still be partaking in certain energies or certain offers. Mind you, this could be peoples, this could be places, this could be things, this could be vices, could be actions, all right? This could be conversations, okay? For the sake of reminiscing, Six of Cups energy, for the sake of the past or something like that. We also got the Five of Cups on the bottom here as well, talking about emotional ebb and flow. I told y'all a moment ago with the Five of Cups earlier that this transition is going to be an emotional transition because a lot of things just got to get let go. You know? And I felt that. That definitely hits. Okay. What else here? Yes, you said this, then did that is the vibe. Yup. Saying this and doing that is a surefire way to get trapped in the exactly where you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying one thing for your future and then acting out your past is going to keep you stuck. Such as how people sometimes, you know, frequent a strip club every night and then on Sunday they go to church. Because they want to be in this energy of being saved. They want it for their future, but they're acting out of their past. You know what I'm saying? It's giving very much that. Seven of Wands or standing on business gives that Seven of Wands or standing on business is the energy that is going to help somebody get out of this. Standing on business. Did I say standing on energy? Standing on business is going to be the only way that somebody gets out of this. Okay, about what was spoken and no longer communicating with whatever you decide to tell the Most High you weren't gonna do no more, or you weren't gonna see the person you weren't gonna see no more, the person you ain't gonna converse with no more, the thing you was gonna stop doing, the place you was gonna stop frequenting. You know, it's very much that. What else here? Seven of Wands energy for the collective this time. The Devil. Yep. Standing on business to the devil, because we got the 6 of Swords here. Talking about the energy of intuition and knowing better, so you do better. You know what I'm saying? Or leaving things behind for better situations. Leaving certain habits behind for better habits. Leaving certain people behind for better people. Leaving certain places behind for better places. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Standing on business to the energy of the devil here. Indecision was out here earlier. That could be definitely significant as to saying one thing and doing another, because it's like, make up your mind. How you gonna make up your how your mind made up if you still acting out of your past though? You know? Okay, what else? For the collective at this time, please and thank you. Stay on big business. Yeah. Yeah. For real, for real. 3 of Swords gives very heartbreak energy, okay? So it could be heartbreaking for some people, especially if it's like a place. I know that when I was leaving my last 9-to-5 job, where I was working with 0 to 4, you know what I'm saying? I got an emotional bond with some of those kids, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them every day. It was a little bit heartbreaking for me to decide to leave. You know what I'm saying? Yes, family too. Facts. Facts. Family as well. Thank you. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's so heartbreaking. Like, leaving things that are near and dear to your heart behind in order to evolve. You know what I'm saying? If evolving is the goal, right? Got to get that magician upright. Got to do right by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before doing right by, you know what I'm saying, everybody else. Anything else for this blockage spread? That 8, you know they're gonna put my business out there every time. Look, here she is again. Emperor or Empress energy. I felt the need to mention that in case there's any emperors watching. I ain't no emperor. You know, ticket hat go to you. Okay, we got Empress energy here, letting me know that on the other side of this heartbreak is Empress energy. Mind you, they're both number 3. You know what I'm saying? On the other side of it, you know, leaving the devil energy behind might be a little heartbreaking, but on the other side is the Empress energy, which is all of the queens in the upright. If you want to talk about the emperor, all of the kings, right? You know what I'm saying? That creative energy is yours, as long as you're willing to do right by your own morals and whatever you said you was going to do, you know? 5 of Wands talks about conflict. Could be conflict at every turn. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, we got the Knight of Wands with the 5 of Wands, actually. Knight of Wands with the 5 of Wands. Letting you know, like, there's gonna be conflict at every corner, and that's something that people seem to not understand, like, to the fullest about life. That people think after one thing ain't nothing else. No, as you grow older, you realize it's always fucking something. It's always something. It's always something. It's never just nothing. It's always something. If it ain't this, it's going to be that. If you're not being tested in your heart space, you're about to be tested mentally. If you ain't being tested mentally at this time, you might get tested physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's never easy, you know what I'm saying, to maintain whatever it is that you're looking to maintain. All right, and you have to have tests back to back to back, because the Most High got to make sure that you ain't gonna let your manifestations get ripped out of your hands by just anything, you know. Something significant about it, okay? Alrighty, after this blockage spread, I guess time is permitting, we're going to touch a little bit on the energy of love for whoever is still here. Now that we talked about what could be blocking us from these nice things, let's talk about what could be nice, right? You know you're going to get 0330 in 2020 again. I'm not surprised. And that's so funny, because yeah, I did have 0330. I don't know about the zeros, but I did have 2 3s. Okay. So I have the love and romance oracle instead of the small deck this time. I got the big one out. And we're gonna get what energy in love is present for the collective. What energies in love are present at this time for the collective? Let's get into it. For the lovely collective, I did have the idea that we was going to talk about love today because on the top of this tarot deck I have out is already the Lovers. So I already had a little idea that, you know, this could be, you know what I'm saying, what we may talk about. Some energies and love. Mind you, like I said again, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you've made it to this point, thank you for spending your quality time here. If you're fucking with my vibe, throw me a subscribe. Don't play on my time, don't play on my time. And if you want to be a part of the next live, just turn your post notifications on. Leave me a nice comment if anything resonates, or a thumbs up at least. If not, you know what I'm saying, I get it. You ain't gotta love everybody, but you know, still love though. And if you want to learn tarot and you're interested in learning tarot with me, I hold a Tarot Tuesday class on live stream on my TikTok in my sub only area. All right. Still on big business. Oh snap, you said love and romance. Dave messaged me. Oh girl. I love that. Double tap for the like. Let's get the message out. Facts. But yeah, Divine Priestess is a part of that class. All right. For the lovely collective at this time, when it comes to love, I got romance on the bottom of the deck though. Look how cute. How cute. Romance, romantic surprises are on the horizons. Be open to them. All right. Let's get the love energy for the collective at this time. Dang, that's 3. For the collective at this time, please and thank you. The energy of love. Love. Dang, there's a lot of energies in love, so there might be a wide collective that watches this, okay? Everything might not resonate with everybody, but you know what I'm saying? That's how a collective works, so be mindful. I just hate the fact that some people drive themselves crazy, which is why I mention that over and over throughout my video, y'all. Don't drive yourself crazy taking a message that don't belong to you. That's why you got to come in here with discernment. But we got voids on the bottom. Voids. Voids says, avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. Somebody could need to look within before they're looking without. We got baggage here. Thank you for that thumbs up, y'all. Excuse me. We got baggage here. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. Unpack it. I'm glad in this chapter of my life I am very comfortable unpacking things. And that's because I sit here and unpack. You know what I'm saying, as a job, which is very significant to my growth. You know what I'm saying, to learn how to unpack things with myself. And yeah, you know, could need to unpack that thing. And then we got wedding. Wedding. That part, I'm open, period. Wedding says taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. For some of y'all, unpacking baggage could take your relationship to the next level. Okay? Just getting everything on the table can always take things to the next level. It really can. Closure. It could provide closure mentally for a lot of worries you may have on your mind. A nice, open, honest connection about baggage. You know what I'm saying? Not all connections are meant to be, except closure. Right. For some of y'all, the next level might be ending a relationship. Maybe when you talk about baggage with someone, maybe it'll be too much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. Whatever happens, accept what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I like to do something like that all the time. Like, I accept what could happen. If I post a post, I'm accepting that I could get 0 likes. I'm accepting that it could go viral. I'm accepting that I could get 20 likes. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to all of that. I'm open to not one single view. I'm open to it all. Therefore, what comes to me belongs to me. Okay? It's given very much that. Be open to the fact of it working and open to the fact that maybe it won't work. That's how you get the best results, when you're open to either way. Therefore, you're just allowing. That's very significant. Right? That's like when you apply for a job, you're open to the fact that you might get the job. You're open to the fact that you may not. Therefore, if you get the job, you feel stellar because it was like, oh, I could have not got the job. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's giving very much that. You're way more grateful when you're open to either or. Okay? Remain in the energy of flow. Exactly. Let everything happen for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So that things don't happen to you. Either way it goes, it's happening for you, right? And then we got heartbreak. Sometimes even heartbreak happens for you. Not to you, it's for you. All right, last year, I got heartbroken real bad. But that was for me. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. Okay, it's giving very much that. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. Somebody could be dealing with closure and heartbreak at this time. Somebody could be dealing with a heartbreak and closure when they were really close to marriage or something like that. It's almost as if somebody could have almost got to the point of being married and then like closure and heartbreak or something. But that was destined for someone here. We got destiny. That was definitely protection. That part, Rachel, because if you almost got close to marriage and the Most High swept in and said, get. Most High picked you up and said, get your ass out of there. Yeah, that was destined. You was never supposed to be there, okay? Rejection is always the Most High's protection. Let's remember that with heartbreak energy. We got destiny here, though. Destiny talk about the reunion with your twin flame is a destiny event. Now, let's just say divine union with people who energetically match you or is destined, okay? Because I'm not a twin flame type of person. I'm really not. I don't really fuck with that shit at all. I actually hate it. But we're not going to get into that today, okay? We got anticipation. Somebody might be anticipating divine unions at this time. That could be exactly why this destiny card is here. Everything is going to happen. Don't tie yourself to a specific result, okay? Like we've been speaking on. Like, let it just flow however it's going to flow. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming, okay? Especially if in the meantime you're pouring into yourself, you're loving you. It's coming, you know? Now let's get the tarot. All right, this is about to be the last little spread before I leave y'all's hair. Oh, okay. Now you see Divine Priestess, the different vibe from TikTok to over here on YouTube, and why I prefer to put my full-time energy back into YouTube for real. I can get, you know what I'm saying? We get deep over here. We get deep. Yeah, I know my twin flame and we are good. I hope he's happy and healthy. But we are meant to push each other to greater things. Facts. Yo! Okay. Now, this is how I knew he's going to be talking about love. We got the lovers on the bottom here. So it's given that every heartbreak is to bring you closer to this energy of, if somebody wants to get married, that's why you're experiencing heartbreaks. You can't just marry any of these people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just marry any of them. That's why every time that they expose baggage or you put your baggage out there, you get rejected. Or if they put their baggage out there, you're like not wanting to deal with them anymore. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's actually good. Shit. Some people may see it as a bad thing, but it's really good. For real. Because you could have been stuck with that in 10 years later, dealing with whatever problem you don't like times 10. Do you know what you just saved yourself from? Do you understand what you just saved yourself from? You could be 7 years down the road married to somebody, and that thing that was getting on your nerves all those years ago is times 10 because you didn't say nothing. Exactly. Trapped. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so understand that these things didn't happen to you. They happened for you. Because I'm telling you, you should be thanking you. And when you end up in the wedding energy that you want to be in, ask Rachel, you gonna be thanking past you that you had those boundaries. You gonna be thanking you, trust, okay? Yeah, and the way your work goes as well, the way things work out financially, you gonna be thanking you that you're not around somebody who was carrying baggage around them that they didn't want to unpack and affecting you financially because you know what I'm saying, they got things to work through. Okay. Alrighty. It is a test. And this person will continue to test you. This person, this place, this thing, this past person, they will continue to test you for the rest of your life. Positively or negatively, however you decide to take it. You know what I'm saying? And like I like to bring up all the time, I can attest. I broke up with the one boyfriend I had years ago, and he still comes through to test me. My intuition is just good enough to know, nope. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that some of y'all need to attain that kind of energy where you know that if this person reappears, they will be dragging you backwards. I don't care how much they say they change. If this person reappears, it's to drag you backwards if you let them. And the only way you going backwards is if you let them take you. All right. Let's get into the energy here for the lovely collective. What's significant about the spread in love here? Pink could be a very significant color. That's why I do love this deck. But also it does kind of go with this deck. And I'm looking over here at this razor that I haven't used. Mind you, I used it for my ad. It's pink. And then I'm looking over here at my chapstick. It's pink. I'm not even a pink girly, y'all. And then I'm looking over here at my little vape. And mind you, that's not a nicotine. Okay, I'm off it. Oh yeah, I'm off. Okay. And then I'm looking at my card box over there. That's pink. And then I'm looking at my little vape box over there is pink, and then the hand sanitizer over there is pink. It's like love is coming because love is surrounding someone, but someone may not be noticing how much love is surrounding them. Now that's a little side note. I didn't mean to start saying all of that, but it just kind of came to me, and it's like somebody could be surrounded by so much love and not even notice, and it's because you're pouring it into yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a pink girly. How am I sitting here surrounded by all this pink? Pink is in this. I'm a blue girly. You know what I'm saying? It's giving that. They always come back. It's the Libra power for real, for real. Yeah. They think we're going to balance out their life for them. And not like their lucky charm. Right. It's giving somebody don't even understand. Somebody can't even comprehend how much love is just sitting around them. Blue girlies, fact. I'm a blue girly for real, but I'm surrounded by so much pink. It's almost as if in this solitude season, especially if you left behind some things, if you sacrificed, mind you, this just fell off. Voids fell off the top because of the little rock. Can't sit still on there. It's sacrifice. If you sacrificed big and then sat in solitude for the longest time pouring back into yourself, it's given that maybe you don't see it right off, but if you look and you take the time to be grateful for every single new thing in your life, it's given that you just welcomed in a lot of love when you weren't even trying. And it's like that something about the effortlessness of it is how easily love is going to attract to you the longer you decide to pour into yourself. Whoever that's for, I hope you got that. Woo! Okay. Now let's get into it. Because somebody could just be looking at the backstabbing. It's like because of how you handled it. Because whatever backstabbing you most recently dealt with, you 100% could have took it to the next level. You could have gave it back to this person. But I'm getting for somebody you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You decided to just draw your energy back altogether. Instead of giving a person some negative energy, you decided to hold it back and, alchemize that negative energy into something that could work for you and pour it back. You know what I'm saying? And it's something about that, something about that. All right. You don't know how greatly that's going to affect your manifestations. Because we got the moon with the Hierophant right behind it. The moon talks about the unknown. And the Hierophant talks about prayers and things you pray for and spiritual practice and things like that. And then we got a Hermit. all this spiritual practice that you've been doing in your hermit mode, all the things that you've been praying for in your hermit mode, you have no idea how the way you handle this backstabbing has an effect on that. And it seems like it's going to be big. Okay, that's what it seems like. Let me let him know. I could just feel that chapstick ring coming. Okay. What's significant when it comes to this love energy for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. Celebration. Okay, 3 of Cups on the bottom here. Queen of Cups. I told you. This is exactly what I've been speaking on. This self-love energy. Especially in the times that you are solo. You're alone. Somebody here is pouring back in. You know what I'm saying? Loving yourself how you were expecting others to love you. And that's why somebody gets to celebrate. Maybe you're making celebration a lifestyle. Why is the Queen of Cups here? And look, 9 of Cups reversed on the bottom. I just turned it back upright. It's given that somebody just has to turn that frown upside down or something like that. Because your wishes are going to be fulfilled. It only just looks like on the outside, maybe they won't. Oh, look. Look what fell on top of that Queen of Cups. That Mayan. That 10 of Pentacles. That generational wealth. This is how somebody is going to get to the generational wealth. By self-love. You know what I'm saying? By doing what it is that pours into you. Like for me, doing readings for the collective, but also doing readings for the collective using me as an example and giving my example to help others, to me, that's pouring into myself too, because I'm pouring into my channel. It's given very much that, like, that energy of showing up every day to pour into you is going to yield the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody already knows it to be true. Just how, like, I know if I keep showing up every day, I'm going to see the 10 of Pentacles here, right here, and y'all going to witness it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's given very much that. And that's how y'all know that y'all can trust what I'm sitting here saying. Because all of this shit I'm telling y'all, I do this stuff myself too. You know what I'm saying? What would I be? That's why I use my examples. Because if I put myself out there with y'all, I can't come back and told y'all I lied. Well, usually if I did lie, I will come back and I'll say, okay, I lied. Look. But it's just like that honesty is helping me be held accountable, okay? And it's also helping me to hold y'all accountable, because what y'all are about to see me do, I expect y'all to follow suit as a collective. The way I'm pouring into myself and I'm showing up in this world, I expect y'all to be doing the same things, especially if y'all start to frequent this energy. You know what I'm saying? This is a growth channel. We gonna grow, and we gonna become ourselves. All right, let's give it very much that. I heard the train in the distance. That 8. I love the confirmation train. Okay. Oh. And then the 3 of Swords falls to the floor. And we talked a lot about this. And it fell reverse my way, though. This energy of heartbreak is actually on the table here still. You know what I'm saying? It's falling right under this energy of heartbreak. It's given the heartbreak can't be the center of attention no more. The heartbreak can no longer be center stage. And if you're going to make this heartbreak center stage, make it center stage because of how you turned it around. You feel me? Don't make the person that left or that you left or that the person, place, or thing that you left behind the center of attention unless you want to talk about how you turned it around. It's given very much when I bring up how I was addicted to nicotine. When I bring that up, I bring it up not because I miss it and how I was addicted to it, but because I turned that shit around. You feel me? It's given very much that. If you're going to talk about it, talk about how you turned it around. Not how you just this and how you suffering and things like that. Use your Queen of Swords energy. Talk about how you turned it around. I like that. Okay. What else here for the collective when it comes to love? For some of y'all, it's a person. And some of y'all are this person. We got the Emperor here. This energy could also, it's like if you have someone in your life that's suffering from this energy of heartbreak, This information could also help this person. You could be the one that needs to tell somebody to turn their heartbreak around. And if you're going to keep talking about how this hurt you, talk about what you became because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about how it helped you instead of how it hurt you. Okay. Why is the Emperor here with the Three of Swords reversed? Please and thank you. And sometimes that's important for masculine energies, because sometimes it's hard for masculine energies to do that. As much as masculine, because masculine energies, they tend to lean towards bottling up a heartbreak energy. Females, we'll talk about how this person stuck all over my heart. And you know what I'm saying? But dudes ain't gonna say that. Dudes ain't gonna say, oh, somebody stumped over their heart. They gonna say, oh, this person dumb. Like, they still so stupid. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna talk about the feelings part of it. And maybe that's okay, but they need to release how they turn it around or something like that. Like, somebody here can help somebody else grow because of what I'm saying here, telling you now. Yes, to be honest, most of the collective can look back on last year and see how they turned it around. I'm so proud of the collective. Same. And then we got lovers on the bottom. For somebody, this is about a lover. Masculine, possibly even feminine, okay? It's giving somebody is still holding some sort of burden. And they don't know how this burden could transform them if they thought about how it helped them or how it happened for them instead of how it happened to them. Like, somebody, this heartbreak, let me put the Emperor back. This heartbreak happened for somebody in their future, not to them. It's giving somebody gonna need that kind of help. The self-love that you have, somebody can use the tips. All right, what else here? For the collective when it comes to the love energy. King of Wands. And that fell on top of the anticipation card. Somebody could feel very passionately and very anxious. Somebody's antsy about the energy of destiny. Possibly it did fall on top of anticipation and destiny over here. Okay, why is the King of Wands here falling on top of this anticipation when it comes to love? Okay. Now, you saw how that flew over there, right? So that's the Six of Cups. Talking about that reminiscing energy we spoke on earlier. It fell on top of the Queen of Cups, reversed. Somebody doesn't want for you to have to repeat something that you already went through because of them. I don't know who that's for, but take that with you. This King of Wands is antsy about how things will go because they do not want to have you to repeat a cycle or something like that. Not quite sure. Why is the Six of Cups reversed here? Coming after the King of Wands for the collective at this time when it comes to love. Okay. Oh, yeah, look. This King of Wands or this Emperor, I'm not sure if these are two separate energies or the same. I'm sure for some people they're two separate. For some people it's the same energy. Somebody don't want you to have to repeat a cycle because you have options. You have options. Look, the collective got options. Plenty of them, actually. With the Seven of Cups here and the Wheel of Fortune, you could choose any of these options, and somebody don't want to be like standing in the way of better things if they are not at their best. We got the Chariot here as well, and some of y'all got opportunities rushing in, high key. All right, let me get a couple more energies, and we gonna close it out for the collective. Let me get a couple more energies for the collective. Please and thank you. Any last words when it comes to love for the collective at this time? And thank y'all for coming through, to the live. If you're watching this back and you want to be a part of the live, things like that, feel free to come through. Okay. Turn your post notifications on. If you're fucking with my vibe, don't mean subscribe. If you want a personal reading, personals are available. You'll have to hit me at the description below at my email or at my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? For your one-on-one. Also, like I said, if you're interested in learning tarot in the sub only area, I hold a Tarot Tuesday live for those who want to learn tarot alongside me. Any last, and what else am I missing? I don't think so. Let me get one more before we read the last little bit of energy. So, 8 of Wands on the bottom, talking about some sort of speed. So we also got the 7 of Pentacles. Chariot snuck out. Chariot and the Hermit and the 7 of Pentacles. It's given that somebody eventually is going to, following this Hermit mode, somebody is going to have a lot of people wanting to invest. Emotionally and business-wise or something like that. Somebody is going to have a good amount of people who want to put money in or something like that. Because your idea is great. We got the Ace of Wands here talking about a great idea. And then we got the King of Cups is how I know somebody is going to get a lot of offers of the heart in the heart space. But with the 7 of Pentacles here, it's given like the energy of investment. Like somebody might have investors, you know, frequenting or coming through with that Chariot energy, like charging after them. And it's because of the self-work in the Hermit energy emotionally, but also because of the persistence and the, you know, the continuation of showing up. Yeah. Alrighty. Period. Oh, that be, oop. I didn't mean to drop that. Ooh. The 4 of Cups energy could be significant here as well, along with the 8 of Wands. What's speeding things up for someone is the fact that they reevaluated their boundaries and morals and decided to stick to some new rules they set for themselves emotionally, right? Like don't give your whole heart away before you know someone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving very much that. And that's going to allow somebody to have some growth or see some growth that they're looking to see. All right. All that being said, shout out to Rachel. Shout out to Divine Priestess. And anybody else was up in here? In the chat. Shout out to Kosher Concepts. Oh, I didn't even read all that. Shout out to Cinderella as well. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I look forward to seeing y'all for another reading. Anybody need a personal, reach out to me personally. If anybody is reaching out to you with my face, it ain't me, baby. You can trust that. I'm too lazy to be just reaching out to people like that. Unless you're a part of my Tarot Tuesday class, then I do reach out to y'all. Okay. All that being said, let's see. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Dave and I talked about TikTok. And he said, with me being clairaudient, it may trigger more than I can handle. Maybe, but maybe not. But maybe not. You know what I... Wait, oh wait. You mean TikTok like you creating one and y'all you starting to make some content? That would be sick. I would love to see you do it, but I don't know, maybe not. It's not as bad as I thought. When I started going on TikTok, because I was scared to do TikTok as well, but I ended up doing way better than I thought, and it's not as bad. It's not as bad. Like people say crazy things, but like I don't know. With your clairaudience, that might be a whole different ball game. But at the same time, you can master anything. Me nosy. I felt that. Me too. Thank you for that thumbs up. Whoever threw me that last thumbs up before I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for spending y'all's time here with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it. The live was definitely bumping today, more than usual. And I will keep coming through for more lives. I love to do the long style live readings. But heck yeah. Till next time, y'all. Peace. And blessings.